fast. We prepared great. The girls are ready. They're ready for this game.
Confident Coach Bates. Best of luck to you guys tonight. Back to you guys for kickoff.
Coach Bates does not lack confidence. When I spoke to him before the game, he absolutely thinks he can beat the defending champ Chicago.
That's Isaiah Walker and Tamar Fennell on the return. Gaining nearly 17 yards. What a return right off the bat. That'll set up Chicago at about the 23-yard line.
It's great seeing Tamar Fennell back for another season, a veteran here in the LFL, one of the top kick returners in the league, just a great all-around player.
Our first look at number 15, Jane Caldwell. We talked about her in the pregame show, Bobby. She came in signing with Chicago after the return of Ashley Salerno to the lineup in Los Angeles.
There's no question the key to Chicago's offense this year is Jane Caldwell. Coach Keith Hack told me this team has more talent than any team he's coached. Now it's up to Caldwell to keep them all together.
Jane Caldwell in the Chicago offense wearing visors tonight. That is a new look in the LFL. Caldwell now dropping back to pass, has a receiver. That was A.J. Johnson. The ball sailing over her head.
Johnson jumped up instead of running through the football. Good throw by Caldwell.
Now let's meet the starters for Chicago.
A.J. Johnson, wide receiver. Tamar Fennell, wide receiver.
May Gamble, tight end.
Quincy Hewitt, offensive line.
Brittany Wilson, center. Ferrari Harris, the running back.
Jane Caldwell, your quarterback.
With Allie Alberts back at wide receiver, Jane Caldwell has a choice of three outstanding receivers with Fennell and A.J. Johnson.
You could talk about Allie Alberts and A.J. Johnson, but there's the one young lady that has been the unsung hero through the past 4 or 5 seasons. That is Christelle the Ferrari Harris, gaining 12 yards.
Arguably the finest running back ever in the history of the LFL. With so much talent around her, though, Keith Hack does not have to give her the football all the time. Her wear and tear over the years is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot better season for her this year because she won't be carrying the football as much.
That has been the case over the past year. Previously, as much as 80% of the offense went through number 13. A 1st and 10 ball at the Denver 15. Caldwell dropping back to pass again. Looking to the left side, has a receiver. Connecting with A.J. Johnson for 12 yards.
Great catch. We talked about her catch radius. The ball was behind her, but she reached back and grabbed it. Jane Caldwell getting all kind of protection. Meg Campbell, Quincy Hewitt, and Brittany Wilson. Nobody's even close to the quarterback.
I like the way she's operating this offense. I realize it's very early on, and the mixture of the play calling here, establishing the run with Christelle Harris and looking for A.J. Johnson down the field.
She looks solid. No butterflies so far.
A 1st and goal ball at the 3. That is a pitch out, Christelle Harris. Harris losing the ball, but able to recover her own fumble. That was Lauren Fogel forcing the fumble.
Wow, you rarely see that. The Ferrari, she could have walked in the end zone. She looked like she was hesitant which way to cut, and she ran into her own player, and she fumbled the football herself.
The Chicago coaching staff on hand. One of the deepest staffs in the entire league. There's a reason they are the Legends Cup champions, well coached.
Matt Pike, the quarterback coach, is a big reason why Caldwell is prepared.
That is a 2nd and goal play, stretching to break the plane. Touchdown, Chicago.
The Ferrari again, that didn't look like classic Ferrari football. She stumbled at first, but reached across the line, got the ball in. A real solid start for Chicago. Now, if somehow Denver could have got that recovery, it would have been a different situation. But right now, Chicago on the board early. They look like they stopped her, pushed her back, but the Ferrari got to the line.
She just has a nose for the end zone. Nobody has been in the end zone more over the past 3 years than Christelle the Ferrari Harris.
Coach Carlos Bates, he said the key to his defense was to stop the Ferrari. They wanted to put the ball in Caldwell's hands and see if she could throw the football against his defense.
Chicago now going for the 2-point conversion from the 3. Inside handoff, and just strolling into the end zone is number 13.
What a block up front by Meg Campbell. You could have ran through that hole. What a start for Chicago. Looks like the champs are back.
Denver will get an opportunity now. This is an offense that is kind of scotch taped together. There's no real veteran in the group. At quarterback is Shalyn Canfield. We're going to refer to her as Z tonight.
Z is a great player, a great athlete. She just needs somebody to help her out. I watched her in warm-up. She can throw the football, and I think she's a good runner too, just like Caldwell is for Chicago.
Great open field tackle by the all-fantasy DN, Chantel Taylor. That was a 1-yard carry by Haley Ryan.
One of the great defensive ends. Her bookend of last year, Yashi Rice, is not playing this year. Nneka Nwani filling her spot, and she can blow up people just like Rice could.
A 2nd and 9 now for Z. Shalyn Canfield at quarterback. Dropping back to pass, rolling right, and just beyond the outstretched arms of Mary Towner as we meet this Denver offense.
Asia Walker, wide receiver.
Mallory McDowell, wide receiver.
Mary Towner, tight end.
Sasha Cruz.
Lindsay Q, center.
Haley Ryan, running back.
Jalen Canfield, your quarterback.
You know, we spoke about Canfield at quarterback, but the key tonight is going to be that offensive line. Lindsey Fields is the center, and the tight ends, they have to stop that rush of Chicago.
They're going to go back to Haley Ryan. Ryan delivering on a 3rd and 9, gaining 5 yards on the ground, setting up a convertible 4th and 4.
Another great athlete on that Denver team, Ryan. She was a Division I lacrosse player. She has all kinds of talent. Again, she just needs some blocking up front. Great play.
A 4th and 4. We're going to get a look at the arm of Z again. I would expect here. Not sure they have any threats on the outside though.
We don't know. Everybody's so young. We know all about the quarterback. Now we have to see if the wide receivers are there.
A 4th and 4, keeping it on the ground. Great tackle by the Defensive Player of the Year, Kristen Morrison. We'll now go to a media timeout. Chicago up 8-0. Back to the Budweiser Event Center in Denver, Colorado. Mitch Mortaza alongside Bobby Hugo and Brenna Black in a game that has Chicago up 8-0 and threatening again. A 1st and 10, ball at the 17. That is Shabria Civilian in motion, and that's a reverse to Ty Alley. Look at the tackle. That was Jasmine Davies. This defense showing a little bit of athleticism.
Now that is a textbook tackle. Davies just stood there. She planted her eyes right on the belly button of Ty Alley. 1-on-1 in open field. That's the Smurf set for Chicago when they bring Alley in. 1-on-1, Alley should be able to get around Davies, but Davies, what a play. Corner, that's how to play cornerback.
That 1-yard loss setting up a 2nd and 11. Ball at the 16 of Denver. This is Caldwell back to pass into the end zone and just through the arms of Ty Alley. Let's meet the starters for Denver.
Alyssa Stongel, corner. Jasmine Davies, corner.
Lauren Fogel, strong safety.
Haley Ryan, free safety.
Lindsay Q, linebacker. Mary Towner, defensive end.
Stacy Harmon, defensive end.
A young defense for Denver. The only veteran in there is Lauren Fogel, who has previous experience in Omaha and Las Vegas.
A 3rd and 11. A.J. Johnson in motion. That is a toss left. Javille Thompson, a lot of real estate, and getting into the end zone. There's pretty much no defense on that play.
That was a great stalk block by Ty Alley. Coach Dave Mills, the wide receivers coach, he stresses to his receivers, you not only catch the ball, you have to block. 1-on-1 stalk block. Alley just pushed her all the way back in the end zone, and Javelle Thompson walked in. What a block.
Chicago extending its lead to 14-0. And you can see the confidence of this offense. They're going for a 2-point conversion on every scoring opportunity.
You can tell they're not skipping a beat since they won the championship. They look like they've been playing the whole offseason.
That is a bull rush up the middle, design keeper by Caldwell. And that'll extend Chicago's lead to 16-0.
So far, Jane Caldwell is everything that Coach Keith Hack wants. No mistakes, no bad reads. She is the leader out there. She's a winner. We know that already from Los Angeles. But this could be a long night for Denver.
That was only a 3-play, 15-yard drive. When you give that offense 15 yards to pay dirt, they're going to make you pay.
Absolutely. They don't even have to throw the football. With that line, that offensive line, and those backs, the Ferrari and Javelle Thompson, and that kind of blocking outside, you really don't have to throw the football, and they have the top 2 receivers in the league.
Denver's offense going back to work, down 16 points. Tossed right to, that looked like Ryan Haley. And that'll be a loss of 6 yards. Tackled by Nneka Nwani.
Nneka Nwani. Last year, there was some problems off the field. Coach Keith Hack brought her back. And with Yashi Rice retiring, what a time for her to come back. She is just as dominant as Rice.
Coach Keith Hack manning the defense, has since 2009. Next to him, James Bruner, as we talked about, one of the deepest coaching staffs in the entire league.
I wish all the other teams would look at how this coaching, how it works. A lot of teams don't have quarterback coaches. Pike is one of the best.
Look at the sack. That is Deandra Fry. That was a corner blitz. Z did not see it. I take that back. That is Nneka Nwani. We just talked about her. She's just a dominant force that nobody ever factors.
With her on that side, and then on the other side, Chantel Taylor. I mean, I'd hate to be a defensive line. And with such a young team, when I was talking to Coach Bates, his quarterback doesn't know this offense well enough to check off yet.
That was a 6-yard loss, now setting up a 2nd and 16. A poor snap back to Z, and running for her life, losing the ball. That looks like Chicago recovers Deandra Fry.
They came from the outside again. The cat corner blitz came right in. Well, you mentioned it. That snap was so bad, it floated up there, and it took all the momentum. She didn't know where to go after she got the ball. The cat corner blitz, Chicago has it back.
Allie, come here. Start fucking looking at me, all right? That's fucking like 3 times already. I called near Cowboy straight, not fucking Cowboy. You're supposed to go fucking inside, all right? Pay attention, all right?
Coach Hack not wasting a beat to get on his team, and meanwhile on the field, that is Javelle Thompson's 2nd score of the 1st quarter.
That's why Coach Keith Hack is a championship coach. He's a detail guy. Even little things, they're dominating this game, but he wants to win so bad, he wants to teach the right way from the first game of the season.
Chicago up 22-0. Again lining up for a 3-point conversion. This Denver offense has got to